Welcome to Who Died Today America, your daily source for remembering and honoring the lives of those who have passed and the legacies of the most notable personalities. Ahmad Jamal, a pioneering jazz pianist with a lasting legacy and inspiring career. Jazz pianist Ahmad Jamal, born Frederick Russell Jones in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, passed away at the age of 92. From a young age, Jamal displayed a prodigious talent for the piano, beginning his studies at just 3 years old under Mary Cardwell Dawson, the founder of the first black opera company in the United States. As he graduated from Westinghouse High School, which boasts notable alumni such as Errol Garner, Billy Strayhorn, and Mary Lou Williams, Jamal had already established a reputation for his musical prowess and began touring with jazz orchestras. In 1951, after moving to Chicago, Jamal formed his own group and released several albums as the Three Strings and the Ahmad Jamal Trio. His groundbreaking early recording, 1958's At the Pershing, But Not For Me, was made during a residency at the Pershing Hotel and featured his powerful rendition of Poinciana. Following the album's success, Jamal opened his own club, the Alhambra, in Chicago, where he recorded more albums until its closure in 1961. After relocating to New York City and taking a brief hiatus from music, Jamal returned to touring in 1964 and released extensions in 1965. Over the next 6 decades, his output remained consistently strong. Throughout his illustrious career, Jamal collaborated with renowned musicians such as Richard Davis, Israel Crosby, Vernal Fournier, Jamil Nasser, and Frank Gant. In 1994, he received the American Jazz Masters Award from the National Endowment for the Arts, and in 2017, he was honored with a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award from the Recording Academy. Jamal's most recent album, 2019's Ballades, saw him revisit Poinciana, the track that first propelled him into the spotlight. As we mourn the loss of this pioneering jazz pianist, we celebrate his lasting legacy and inspiring career, which will continue to influence and captivate generations of musicians and jazz enthusiasts alike. Tributes to Ahmad Jamal. Coslough Johnson, A Life of Laughter and Unforgettable Writing. Coslough Johnson, the Emmy-winning writer best known for his work on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In and variety shows starring Sonny and Cher, passed away at the age of 91. Born in Chicago in 1931, Johnson began his career writing jokes for nightclub acts before making his mark in the world of television. Johnson's talent for writing was evident in his contributions to sitcoms such as The Monkees, Bewitched, That Girl, The Partridge Family, Good Times, Flow, Operation Petticoat, and CPO Sharky. His versatility extended to animated shows like Mighty Mouse, Heckle and Jekyll, The Flintstones, Voltron, and He-Man. He wrote for the first 3 seasons of NBC's groundbreaking comedy show Laugh-In, and the final 3 seasons of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, as well as the lone season of the Sonny and Cher Show. Other variety shows on his resume included the Glenn Campbell Good Time Hour, the Hudson Brothers Razzle Dazzle Show, the Sonny Comedy Review, and the Mary Tyler Moore Hour. Johnson won an Emmy for his work on the first season of Laugh-In and received 6 other nominations throughout his career. Johnson's creativity extended beyond television, as he co-wrote the feature film Bunny O'Hare, 1971, starring Bette Davis and Ernest Borgnine, and the children's book American Rabbit, The Case of the Missing Moose, 1986. Throughout his life, Coslough Johnson made audiences laugh and brought joy to countless viewers. He was a prolific writer who left an indelible mark on the television industry, and his impact will be felt for generations to come. Tributes to Coslough Johnson. ALICIA SHEPARD, a champion of media ethics and unforgettable legacy in journalism. ALICIA C. SHEPARD, a respected writer, media observer, and former NPR ombudsman, passed away at her home in Arlington, Virginia, at the age of 69. The cause of her death was lung cancer. With a career spanning decades, Shepard's dedication to journalism and media ethics has left an unforgettable legacy. Starting her career as a general assignment reporter for the San Jose Mercury News, SHEPARD quickly established herself as a respected voice on media ethics. She contributed extensively to the American Journalism Review and served as NPR Ombudsman from 2007 to 2011, where she acted as an internal critic, advocating for responsible journalism and ethical standards. SHEPARD's groundbreaking 2007 book, Woodward and Bernstein, Life in the Shadow of Watergate, delved into the lives and careers of Washington Post reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, who uncovered the Watergate scandal. Through extensive research and interviews, SHEPARD offered a vivid and detailed portrait of these two legendary journalists, shedding new light on their partnership and impact. In addition to her work on the Watergate investigation, SHEPARD co-authored Running Toward Danger, Stories Behind the Breaking News of 9/11 Inches, 2002, with Kathy Trost, which chronicled the experiences of reporters covering the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. The book captured the courage and determination of journalists in the face of immense tragedy. ALICIA SHEPARD's adventurous spirit shone through her personal life as well. Alongside her then-husband Robert Hodierne, she spent 3 years sailing across the South Pacific with their infant son, Cutter. During this time, she filed regular dispatches for the Mercury News and the Washington Post, sharing her unique experiences with the world. ALICIA SHEPARD's unwavering commitment to journalism, media ethics, and education has left a lasting legacy that will continue to inspire future generations of journalists. As we remember her life and achievements, we celebrate the profound impact she had on the world of journalism. Tributes to ALICIA SHEPARD. Kenneth McAlpine, a racing pioneer and entrepreneurial visionary. Kenneth McAlpine. OBEDL, a British racing driver and entrepreneur, passed away at the age of 102. Born in Cobham, Surrey on the 21st of September 1920, McAlpine was a grandson of Scottish civil engineer Sir Robert McAlpine, 1st Baronet. His life was marked by accomplishments both on and off the racetrack, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the world of motorsports and business. McAlpine participated in 7 Formula One World Championship Grands Prix, making his debut at the British Grand Prix on the 19th of July 1952. Although he didn't score any championship points, his passion for racing went beyond just competing. He became a significant financial backer of the Connaught racing team, based in Send, Surrey, contributing to the team's development and success, including Tony Brooks's victory at the 1955 Syracuse Grand Prix. The team was eventually disbanded in 1958, and the cars were sold off. In addition to his Formula One career, McAlpine and co-driver Eric Thompson took part in the 1955 24 Hours of Le Mans, driving a Connaught ALSR. Unfortunately, their race ended after 6 hours due to engine failure. Following his retirement from motor racing, McAlpine focused on his civil engineering business and later ventured into the English wine industry. He established a successful wine growing and bottling business at his estate in Lamberhurst, Kent, showcasing his entrepreneurial spirit. McAlpine was also a member of the Air Squadron. His life as a racing pioneer and his impact on the motorsports world. His entrepreneurial endeavors in civil engineering and the wine industry further demonstrate his innovative spirit and determination. McAlpine's legacy will continue to inspire future generations of racers and entrepreneurs alike. Tributes to Kenneth McAlpine. Fred PANCOAST, a lifetime of coaching and breaking barriers in football. Former Vanderbilt and Memphis football coach Fred PANCOAST, who left a lasting legacy in college football, passed away at the age of 90. A Pensacola, Florida native, PANCOAST started his head coaching career at Tampa in 1962 after serving in the U.S. Marine Corps. He went on to coach at Memphis from 1972 to 74, where he achieved a December 1st 20 record. In 1975, PANCOAST took the reins at Vanderbilt and immediately found success. The Commodores finished 7-4 in his first season, winning their last 4 games against Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, and Army. He had a great knack for understanding what players were going through, but he was still tough and disciplined, said Boots Donnelly, a former colleague who served on PANCOAST staff at Vanderbilt. PANCOAST made history in 1978 by naming Van Heflin as Vanderbilt's starting quarterback, making Heflin the Commodores' first consistently starting black quarterback. Another memorable moment was in 1977 when PANCOAST led Vanderbilt against number 1 ranked Oklahoma, and the Commodores narrowly lost with a score of 25-23. PANCOAST coached at Vanderbilt until 1979, posting a 13-31 record. Before his time as a head coach, PANCOAST served as the quarterback's coach at Florida, working with Heisman Trophy winner Steve Spurrier, and later became the offensive coordinator. He also held the position of offensive coordinator at Georgia, 1970-71. PANCOAST received several accolades throughout his career, including the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame Lifetime Achievement Award in 2007 and the Fred Russell Distinguished American Award in 2011. He was also inducted into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame in 2007 and the University of Tampa Athletic Hall of Fame. Fred PANCOAST's influence on college football as a skilled and innovative coach, as well as his dedication to breaking barriers, will be remembered and celebrated for years to come. Tributes to Fred PANCOAST. Lonnie Napier, a lifetime of service and dedication to his community. Former state representative Lonnie Napier of Garrard County, Kentucky, passed away at the age of 82. Born on May 24, 1940, Napier dedicated his life to public service, serving in the Kentucky House of Representatives from 1985 to 2013, as well as in the Kentucky Army National Guard from 1963 to 1969. House Speaker David Osborne expressed his sympathy and praised Napier for his commitment to his constituents, his success as a small businessman, and his service in local government. Napier's tireless efforts ensured that the people of his district had a strong voice in the House and an advocate to state government agencies. Former Garrard County Judge Executive John Wilson, one of Napier's close friends, described him as one of the most compassionate and humble individuals he had ever met. Throughout his life, Napier was dedicated to helping others, serving his community, and performing random acts of kindness. Wilson shared a story of how Napier would be involved in significant legislative work in the House, but still find time to help a man try on boots in his hometown of Lancaster. Lonnie Napier's life was marked by an unwavering commitment to public service, and his impact on his community and the state of Kentucky will be remembered for years to come. His accomplishments in his career and his dedication to helping those around him serve as a testament to his character and the legacy he leaves behind. Tributes to Lonnie Napier. Maryellen Goodwin, a trailblazer for women in Rhode Island politics. Senate, Majority Whip. Maryellen Goodwin, a pioneer for women in Rhode Island State House politics, has passed away at the age of 58 after a long battle with cancer. A lifelong resident of Providence, Goodwin followed in the footsteps of her father, former State Senator Thomas Goodwin, to serve her community for nearly 4 decades. Initially elected to the 1986 Rhode Island Constitutional Convention, Goodwin went on to represent Providence's Smith Hill neighborhood in the Senate for 36 years. She was the second longest-serving member of the Senate at the time of her death. Senate President Dominic Ruggiero described Goodwin's legacy as indelible and noted that her impact on Smith Hill, Providence, and the entire state would be felt for generations. Maryellen Goodwin was a tireless advocate for the vulnerable and underprivileged, championing legislation such as guaranteed paid sick time for Rhode Island workers and minimum staffing requirements for nursing homes. Although a devout Catholic, she reconciled her religious faith with her support for same-gender marriage in an emotional speech in 2013. In 2021, Goodwin sponsored a law requiring health insurers to cover screenings for prostate and colorectal cancer, drawing on her personal experience to make her case. The law was renamed in her honor before passage. Tributes to Maryellen Goodwin have come from numerous public figures, including Governor Dan McKee, Congressman David Cicilline, and Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. Goodwin's dedication to public service, her passion for her community, and her fearless advocacy will be remembered as a vital part of her lasting legacy. Tributes to MARYELLEN Goodwin. NICO CIRASOLA, a visionary director and pillar of Italian cinema. The National Cinema of Italy, particularly in Puglia, mourns the loss of director NICO CIRASOLA, who passed away in Rome at the age of 72. Born in Gravina in Puglia, CIRASOLA left an indelible mark on the Italian film industry, showcasing his love for his homeland and his talent for storytelling. CIRASOLA's passion for cinema began at a young age, and in 1982, he edited the book From Angelo Musco to Massimo Troisi, Southern Comic Cinema for Edizioni Daedalo. His directorial debut came in 1989 with Smell of Rain, where he worked alongside Renzo Arbore. He continued to both direct and act in films such as Corsica, 1991, and Da Do Da, 1994. In 1995, CIRASOLA appeared in 2 films, Yet Another Day, playing a hotel porter, and Bobby Charlton's Summer, taking on the role of a waiter. In 2000, he starred in Sangue Vivo, which led him to return to directing with Albania Blues, Bella Polka, and Focaccia Blues. CIRASOLA's work was distinguished by its dry style, evident in the scenes, environments, characters, narration, and dialogues. In 2010, he directed the short film Signor Guy B, based on the life of Gino Boccasile. CIRASOLA was known as an all-round man of cinema, excelling in writing, directing, acting, and producing. His enthusiasm, craftsmanship, and deep connection to his land, its people, and their stories were evident in his work. In films such as Smell of Rain and Focaccia Blues, CIRASOLA showcased a unique perspective on Puglia and the struggle between local and global issues in food culture. Throughout his career, NICO CIRASOLA worked with the best Apulian actors and attracted prominent figures from the national scene to his films. His vibrant energy, passion for new projects, and the original gaze with which he viewed the world and chose to live his life will be sorely missed. Today, Bari loses a sensitive and original witness to its culture and history. The entire city extends its condolences to CIRASOLA's family and all those who loved him. Tributes to NICO CIRASOLA. Harrison Napoleon Bankhead III, a pillar of the Chicago jazz scene and master double bassist. Harrison Napoleon Bankhead III was an American jazz double bassist who left an indelible mark on the Chicago jazz scene. Bankhead's career, which began in the early 1980s, saw him perform alongside some of the most notable names in jazz, both on tour and in renowned Chicago venues like the Velvet Lounge. Throughout his career, Bankhead worked with esteemed musicians such as Fred Anderson, Oliver Lake, Roscoe Mitchell, Von Freeman, Malachi Thompson, Eight Bold Souls, and Hamid Drake. As a member of the Association for the Advancement of Creative Musicians, he played a significant role in nurturing the growth of innovative jazz music. Bankhead released his first album as a leader, Morning Sun, Harvest Moon, in 2011 on Engine, a sub-label of ESP Disc. The album featured prominent sidemen like Edward Wilkerson Jr., Mars Williams, James Sanders, Avriel Ra, and Ernie Adams. He followed up with Velvet Blue, an album that paid tribute to Fred Anderson and the Velvet Lounge, featuring Wilkerson, Williams, and Ra. Harrison Napoleon Bankhead III's passing at the age of 68 is a tremendous loss to the jazz community. He will be remembered as a pillar of the Chicago jazz scene, a master double bassist, and a musician who helped define and elevate the genre. His legacy will continue to inspire and influence future generations of jazz musicians, ensuring his contributions to the art form live on. Tributes to Harrison Napoleon Bankhead III. Ethan Boys, a champion cyclist and inspiring presence in the cycling community. Ethan Boys, a celebrated cyclist and 10-time national champion, tragically passed away after being struck by a car in San Francisco. Boys held the world record for men aged 35, 39 in the 1,000-meter time trial, according to USA Cycling, the governing body for cycling in the United States. His untimely death has left the cycling community in mourning. Boys was cycling on Arguello Boulevard in San Francisco's Presidio Park when the accident occurred. Despite being transported to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, Boys was later pronounced dead. The U.S. Park Police and the U.S. Attorney's Office are currently investigating the incident. USA Cycling expressed their deep sadness at the news of Boys' passing, acknowledging that his loss will be felt across local, regional, national, and world events for years to come. They praised his unique blend of competitive spirit and friendliness that he brought to every race and offered their condolences to his family and loved ones. The Velo Sports Center, where Boys trained, also mourned his passing and recognized his remarkable contributions to the sport of cycling. They highlighted his exceptional skills, including his trademark tuck and smooth stroke that made him deceptively fast on the track. The San Francisco Bicycle Coalition joined in grieving Boys' death, stating that he was a champion bicycle racer and beloved figure in the cycling community. As we remember Ethan Boys, we celebrate his incredible accomplishments and the lasting impact he had on the cycling world. Tributes to Ethan Boys. Thanks for watching Who Died Today America. If you enjoyed this tribute, please give it a thumbs up and share with friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more inspiring stories. Leave a comment below telling us who inspired you the most. See you in the next video.